Virginia and Laura, hey, congratulations on F, Mary Kill.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You know what? These type of mystery comedies are always fun for us, especially to watch on a weekend. But Virginia, let me start with you. What initially drew you that you wanted to be part of this?
I love the genre bending that was happening. I really like things that kind of feel like one of one in the way that the story is told, and this script really felt like that to me. And I really loved Kelly. I think she was really fun and a kind of character that I haven't had the opportunity to play before. And I love murder mystery. I love true crime. So I was just hooked immediately.
Laura, what drew you that you wanted to direct this film?
I think the thing I got most excited about is the possibility of finding this like perfect blend of two genres. You know, I love, like you said, I love those kind of movies where you're intrigued by the mystery, but there's also comedy throughout. And it was an opportunity because there was such a clear like Hitchcock reference in the writing of it. It was an opportunity to really like visually make something that was really engaging and beautiful and striking and kind of take the cinematography took could take itself seriously, so then we could really push the comedy and have a lot of fun with the comedy. So I loved the like being able to do all of that was really exciting to me.
So Laura, how do you balance, the mystery and comedy all in this film?
Well, I think one way was definitely by shooting it to look like a thriller. It definitely was like moody, it was edgy. You know, I had a lot of like Hitchcock references and Fincher references so that even in the funniest scenes where the funniest stuff is happening, you never forget that there's a mystery happening. And then the other thing, which is really a testament to the cast and their ability, is a couple of the characters I did takes where we like leaned into the thriller part of it, and then other takes where it would be like, okay, let's just play this one for comedy because I knew in post we would want to have that option on some of the characters of how far we push the comedy or how far we push the more dramatic performances so that we could make that perfect blend.
Virginia, I've watched you in so many different roles in the past, and I'm much more familiar with you with your more serious roles, but not saying that you didn't do comedy because you have done comedy in the past. Is comedy easy for you? Because I've heard comedy is actually much more difficult than dramatic roles.
I think it really depends. I think when you're working with a great director that's really well versed in comedy, like you are, it makes it easier and more fun on set. And then I've also been in situations where we're making a comedy, but the set is so tense, or there's other things happening that it's like, how are we supposed to have fun and take risks and be silly when the environment feels so tricky. So that's really a testament to you being a fantastic director that just lent itself so well to that. But it's different for everybody in every role, but comedy is it's kind of formulaic sometimes, and sometimes it does require some more formula, and it's a little bit more subjective. I think sometimes it can be easier to like make someone cry or feel sad than it can be to make them laugh. So it's a fine line.
Also, and she won't say this, but super hilarious and great at improv. Ended up doing a lot of improvising on the set, and like her and Lucy are just so hilarious and great improvisers. So
It was fun.
yeah, she's really good at comedy.
Thanks.
I was going to say that Lucy really carried this movie on her back, on her shoulders for this film.
Yeah, I think we all like we knew she's fantastic. Obviously, she's incredible range. I don't think I knew how incredibly funny and skilled she was with like improv comedy, and she really brought it. And it was and I think that also allowed everybody else to feel like, yeah, we can play. And I did want to create that environment where everybody felt like they could play around with it a lot. And I think that really comes through in the final product. A lot of the things that we kind of played with on set made it in the final cut.
Well said. Well, let me wrap it up with one last question because, there's so many themes and messages coming out of this film between, the dating world and and murder podcasts and so on. But my question is, if you did actually have to go on a dating app, what red flags would it be for you to swipe left thinking a guy would be a serial killer?
Serial killer. I mean, I feel like so my babysitter told me a good red flag to look out for on people's profiles is if it says I work hard and play hard.
Oh,
Because that's like sounds like I mean, best case scenario, they just party too hard, but worst case scenario,
they murder.
they murder.
That's them playing too hard.
That's I feel
Plain
like
throat
it's
is
like
murder
we're gonna
for
play a
sure.
game and you're gonna die. So that might be a red flag.
And anything from you, Virginia?
Yeah, I feel like cargo shorts on men is just a good like just don't go there. That's my
Cargo shorts say serial killer for sure.
that's what it tells me
Yeah.
about you.
Well said, Laura, Virginia. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Really appreciate it. And everyone needs to check out F, Marry, Kill. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks so
Thanks.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye now.